Hello there, grade 6. Today we are going to talk about the circulatory system. Ano nga ba ang circulatory system? Okay. So if you notice, center of attention in this photo is the heart. And here shows also the heart and may mga connections from the heart. Okay, so we will know what these are. This is the system that is responsible for the distribution of oxygen-rich or oxygenated blood. Ibig sabihin yan that the blood carries oxygen. Okay, there is oxygen in our blood. Okay, this again, I'm just gonna read the system that is responsible for the distribution of oxygen-rich or oxygenated blood all throughout our body through the blood vessels. Ano nga bang blood vessels? Basically, blood vessels are parang passage yan ng blood saan dumadaloy ang blood. Just like for us, where we pass, syempre sa road, we should pass through roads, di ba? So, ang blood ganun din. You cannot just allow blood to like pass anywhere sa katawan nyo, else you will be experiencing internal bleeding and eventually die. Okay. So, blood vessels are like roads for the blood. Okay. The main organ of the circulatory system is the heart. The heart is powerful enough to pump blood all throughout our body. By the way, no, fun fact lang that your heart is roughly around the same size as your fist. Okay, kung mag-fist kayo, if you're going to make your fist, no, i-roll nyo yung fist ninyo, that is roughly around the size of your heart. So as you grow older, your heart also grow bigger. Okay. Our heart has 4 chambers. Okay, this heart is of a person that is facing you. Okay, para hindi lang tayo malito. This heart belongs to a person that is facing you right now. So baka sabihin nyo, Teacher Mark, bakit ang right niya nasa left, ang left niya nasa right? Okay. Again, the photo is basically facing you. So it belongs to a person that is somehow facing you right now. Okay? So ano tong mga 4 chambers na to? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have first the right atrium over here. Second is the right ventricle, which is this one. And the other one is the left atrium and the left ventricle. Okay. Don't forget about that, kasi tatanungin ko yan sa inyo, what are the 4 chambers of the heart? This is actually one of the easiest questions that you can get. Okay? Our body has 3 types of blood vessels. Ano nga bang blood vessels again? These are like the roads for blood. Okay? Parang daanan saan dumadaan yung blood. Okay, we have artery for singular and arteries for plural, vein or veins, and capillary or capillaries. Okay. I-review lang natin that our heart has 4 chambers, parang 4 parts. It's like if you're inside your house right now, you have 4 rooms. Okay, parang ganun lang din yung heart natin. We have 4 chambers, 4 areas. Okay. I-explain ko further kung ano yung purpose nila and how they function. Okay. And then again, our blood has 3 types of blood vessels, which are the artery, vein, and capillary. So if you notice, numbered tayo para mas guided tayo from 1 to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sequence yan siya. What do you mean by sequence? Ibig sabihin we are following the blood flow. Okay, actually you can start anywhere, but in my case, I decided to start in the right atrium. Again, this heart is an image of that is facing you. Parang it belongs to a person that is facing you. Again, that's why yung right is nandito. Right atrium, start tayo sa right atrium. This is where the deoxygenated blood or carbon dioxide rich blood. Anong ibig sabihin niyan? That itong blood na to does not carry oxygen anymore. It means that this blood basically carries carbon dioxide already. Sa body system kasi natin, when you say carbon dioxide, it refers to waste. Okay, waste na yan siya sa ating body. Okay. Again, the right atrium, this is where the deoxygenated blood carries carbon dioxide or rich blood and enters our body after the blood collects waste from all our body cells sa katawan natin. Okay? Then from 1, pasok na yun dito, it will now travel to the next chamber, which is the right ventricle. This is where blood goes after leaving the right atrium. From here, blood will be pumped from the heart to the lungs. Okay. The blood will be pumped out of the heart. Okay. From here, it will now exit the heart and enter the lungs. Okay, kaklaruin ko lang. This will now exit the heart from number 2, passing through number 3, and will exit the heart and proceed to the lungs. And 3 is a pulmonary artery, a type of blood vessel, which is where the blood leaves the heart and enters the lungs to exchange the gases in the lungs. Okay, the main reason why blood needs to leave the body, kasi nga, like what it says here no, sa number 1, na deoxygenated blood na yan siya. Ibig sabihin, it now carries blood that contains carbon dioxide. Okay? So, bakit kailangan pumunta sa lungs? What's the purpose of it? Anong kailangan? What's the reason why blood needs to reach the lungs? Okay? The reason why blood needs to reach the lungs is to remove the carbon dioxide from the blood. Okay? To remove carbon dioxide from the blood. Actually, this will be this topic we are going to discuss this sa next topic ninyo, which is yun na nga, the respiratory system. Okay, anyway, dito I'm just gonna give you a brief information about that. Bakit niya kailangan makarating sa lungs? Because sa lungs, dito nangyayari ang exchange of gases where, yun na nga, ay basahin ko lang to sa open close parenthesis, releasing carbon dioxide and supplying the blood with oxygen. Ibig sabihin that the moment the blood will reach your lungs, your blood will release carbon dioxide to a certain part of your lungs, and that certain part of your lungs will also supply oxygen back to the blood. Okay, klaro? Klaro na ha? Okay, then from there, this is where blood enters the heart from the lungs. So, the left atrium, ito, number 4. From the lungs will now, the blood will now travel from the lungs back to the heart. Bakit kailangan bumalik sa heart? Okay, syempre, the heart, ano bang purpose ng heart? It's to pump the blood. Okay, double purpose siya. First is to pump blood to your lungs. Then the flow from your lungs going back to your heart. Bakit bumalik sa heart? Kasi from your heart, kailangan i-pump all throughout your body. Okay? That's very important. Then, again, the left atrium, which is number 4. This is where blood enters the heart from the lungs. And then next, left ventricle. This is where blood will enter from the left atrium and be pumped out of the heart to the rest of the body. Lalabas yan siya dito ngayon papunta sa number 6. Ano kaya ang number 6? Okay. Number 6 is called the aorta. The aorta is the largest artery in our body. The aorta is like a gateway for the blood that leads blood to all parts of the body. Okay? Ganun yung basically ang, syempre, parang highway ba? From a normal barangay road to a highway where roads are wider, 'di ba? Mas malaki, which leads you to other places. So same lang din yan dito. So aorta is like a highway. Again, aorta is the largest artery in our body. Uulitin ko yun kasi this is one of the questions that I'm gonna ask you in your exams. Then again, that leads blood to all parts of the body. Okay. At this point, blood travels all throughout our body through our artery. Kasi aorta is, yun na nga, like what it says there, the largest artery. So, aorta is actually an artery. So, after that, smaller roads again. So, through our artery, which is one of the blood vessels in our body. Blood that travels in the artery carries oxygenated blood. So, the reason bakit kailangan mag-supply ng blood sa katawan natin is mainly because of oxygen. Kasi oxygen is what keeps our cells alive. So, if you will not supply your cells with oxygen, so basically, you will also die. Okay? So, dito tayo sa picture na to. Explain ko lang further dito. Once the blood will leave the heart, if you notice, no, we have to, parang color-coded. Parang color-coded ang ating mga blood vessels. We have red and blue in this case. Okay? So, yung red na yan are the artery. These are the pathways of the blood that carries oxygen. So, artery nga, di ba? They carry oxygen. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga red na yan, all are from the heart. Okay? Galing lahat ang blood sa heart. All the way to your upper body and even your lower body. Lahat yan, nandyan lahat. All throughout your body yan. Sa brain ninyo and other parts of your body. The purpose of this is for blood to supply oxygen to our body cells, tissues, and organs to survive. Yan ang pinaka-importante. And at the same time, as blood gives off oxygen to our body system, blood also collects carbon dioxide from the body system as waste. So the moment it reaches a certain part of your body, the exchange of gases will now occur there as well. Okay? Okay, this is the part where yung blood mo ngayon magsusupply ng oxygen sa cells nyo. For example, let's say a certain part dito sa katawan ninyo. Yung sa red, okay, sa red. Pagdating niya dyan sa dulo, it will now supply the oxygen to your cells. Okay, what happens next? As soon as waste is collected, kasi nga ang nangyayari dyan, the moment oxygen is given to the cells will now supply waste back to your bloodstream, which is in this case na nga is yung vein na. Kanina artery, ngayon naman is the vein. As soon as waste is collected, blood will now travel through another type of blood vessel which is called the vein, which is yung color blue. Okay, assuming that we have an endpoint, let's say dito sa kamay nyo, sa mga muscles nyo dyan. Diba red? Mag-follow tayo ng path, okay? So, following the path, I'm following the red path. Pagdating dito sa part na to, let's say at some point over here, oxygen is now being supplied to that specific cell there. Okay, group of cells. So, ang nangyari ngayon is that certain cell will now supply waste back to the bloodstream. Okay? In this case, carbon dioxide na yung laman ng blood. Once blood carries carbon dioxide, okay, blood that travels in the vein carries deoxygenated blood or carbon dioxide rich. And ibig sabihin dito that once blood carries carbon dioxide, it now travels through the vein. Okay? Only blood that carries carbon dioxide travels to the vein. Klaklaruhin ko yun. Okay? Because when blood carries oxygen, it travels through the artery. But if blood travels with or carries carbon dioxide, it travels in the vein. So, ito ngayon yung blue. From that, yung sa blue, going back, tinan nyo, it basically goes back to the heart. Okay? All veins lead the blood back to the heart. Lahat talaga babalik sa heart. Any part. Like kanina, let's say, let's follow another path. Going down, all the way down to your foot. Then from here, exchange of gases. Ngayon, carbon dioxide na yung kinakarry niya. Following the blue path, it leads you back to the heart. Anong part pa yan? Tingnan nyo. Another following the red part. Paglabas ng blood sa heart, pumped out, going somewhere else. Pagdating dito, oxygen is supplied there, lalabas na naman. carrying carbon dioxide na, waste na, it leads everything back to the heart. Okay, ganun lang kadali. And number 7 is the vena cava, one of the largest vein in our body. Bakit may dot? Okay, let me fix this first. Okay, the one of the largest vein in our body. This is where blood enters. Another error, wait. Okay, this is where blood enters our heart and repeats the cycle. Okay, pagpasok sa 7, babalik na naman ulit. From 1 to 2 to 3, all the way out to the lungs, babalik na naman ulit. Passing to the 4, 5, 6, then all throughout your body. Sa cycle lang siya, pabalik-balik lang. Okay? So, ganun yung, that's how blood flows in your body. Okay, blood. Blood is actually composed of two parts. One is plasma, which is basically composed of 95% water and 5% dissolved substances, such as glucose, or referring to sugar, simple sugar, salt, and waste materials. Blood cells, which is red blood cells, which is composed of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Again, blood is composed of two parts. Anong two parts na to? Ang plasma and blood cells. Okay? Our blood is composed of plasma and blood cells. Yung blood cells naman are composed of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Ano nga ba tong tatlong to? Okay. Red blood cells, platelets, and white blood cells. Red blood cells, usually they are with an acronym of RBC, also known as erythrocytes, a donut-shaped cell that transports oxygen to your body cells and also transport carbon dioxide away from your cells. So, yun na. Technically, yung red blood cells yung that has the main role when it comes to transporting oxygen and carbon dioxide in your body. Okay? Next, white blood cells, with an acronym of WBC, white blood cell, also known as the leukocytes. They are larger in size but fewer in number compared to the red blood cells. Okay. Mas malaki sila ng kaunti sa red blood cells, pero sobrang kaunti nila. Like super. Like for example, 1 drop of blood contains millions of red blood cells and roughly only thousands for white blood cells. When we talk about thousands, nandyan lang nasa 7,000, 25,000, depending on the amount of blood or what type of droplet are we talking about. Okay? White blood cells take care of germs. Okay, you should think the white blood cells because sila yung responsible for basically avoiding infection in your body, especially when you have an open wound and expose in which germs can enter. So white blood cells rush to an infected site and produce antibodies that will overpower the germs, and others even eat the germs. So, di ba? Malaking tulong. Sana nga mas marami tayong white blood cells, although that will give us an imbalance sa katawan natin. That is actually a negative effect in our body if we have too much white blood cells. Okay? And platelets, also known as the thrombocytes, irregular in shape and colorless cells. These cells have sticky surface that form clots during a cut to stop us from bleeding. So, platelets are the ones responsible actually. Kunwari, you accidentally cut your skin open, a little lang, wag na naman masyado. Okay. And then, if you notice in a few minutes or hours, no, that the wound tends to close. No, it's basically because of the platelets. Okay, they are the ones responsible for that. And yung purpose nila is to stop us from bleeding. Kasi if you continuously bleed, then most likely you will die. Okay, so that's basically it for the circulatory system.